What's going on, guys? This is Aaron. This channel is called Hotel Delta, covering all things two wheels with an emphasis in Harley Davidsons. And I had a very interesting conversation with the customer yesterday. Came in, didn't know a whole lot about Harleys. We kind of walked through every single type of model, all the different frames that Harley makes. Obviously, anything newer is going to have a Milwaukee motor in it. But I just thought it'd be fun to take you guys around the shop, walk around the bikes, give you an idea of what me and this gentleman talked about, and basically have an open forum. So hopefully everybody will discuss it, ask questions. Stay tuned. We'll take a walk, look at some bikes, like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next ride. All right, guys, so Harley's flagship starter bike, the 883 iron, bike that's been around since, the 80s. Evo motor, also been around since the early 80s. What was it, 84, the Evo motor came out. This is gonna be your smaller frame. And without getting into all the discontinued models, active right now, you got the 883, no more 1200 iron as of this year. The 48 is available, and that's basically it on the 1200 platform and the 883 platform for the Sportster. Again, quintessential starter bikes, tons of parts out there. You can do whatever you want to them, make them comfortable for just about any rider. But obviously they do have their limitations. Smaller motors, 5-speed transmissions, lighter bikes. They're kind of tall and upright. But again, it's been Harley's quintessential starter bike for a very long time. Next up, you go to your Softail platforms. Obviously they've made several Softails over the years. This is a Lowrider S and a brand new Street Bob. You can get it with the inverted front fork. You can get it with the regular front fork. Most of them now are coming with the 114 or bigger. I think the only one available in a 107 is going to be the Softail Standard, and you just don't see very many of them anymore. The Heritage is probably the biggest of the Softail family, probably the most versatile as well. One of the most comfortable bikes in its stock setting. Don't need a whole lot to make that bike very rideable. Something new, so I don't have the Sportster S with the new Revolution Max, but here we do have a brand new Pan America S. So this is an all new platform with Revolution Max motor, kind of a modular system where the motor is the middle part of the frame. Got a tail section and a front end section. You basically take that motor, put any rear end section and front end section on it, and create whatever bike you want. Super lightweight, super strong, lots of power. And that is the Adventure Touring model from Harley Davidson. Dual sport, if you will. All right, now we get to have a lot of fun when we start talking about touring bikes. All these bikes are the same frame, but you can see all the differences. So let's start with a standard model. This is going to be a Road Glide Standard 107 motor, no stretched bags. No painted interfering, and then the bigger radio in it is an option. I'll try to find a bike that has a standard radio in it. Then right next to it, we got a brand new 2022 Road Glide Special, stretch bags, painted interfering, a few finer finishes on it, nicer dash console, bigger motor, 114. And then it's got the sport style engine guard, as opposed to the full hoop. Another big difference. You can see on this one, does have RDRS. And then the wheels. Nicer set of wheels on the Special, as opposed to the wheels on the Standard. Same frame. All right, so we still got the touring bike frame. And that goes all the way up into the Limiteds. So no, there's no more Ultra Classics, limited lows, none of that. It's Road Glide Limited, Ultra Limited. Again, same frame, but you can see more creature comforts for longer distance riding, including the tour pack, more storage. You got your water-cooled heads, so there's your lowers with the radiator and fan in it. Behind the wheel, behind the bars, pretty much looks the same, just a little bit bigger windshield. Another cool feature on a Limited. Limiteds do come with heated grips. So not huge differences, but whenever you start really looking at these bikes, whether it be a Street Glide or Road Glide, just a whole lot of options on the same frame. And the question you have to ask, or the question we often ask, how do you plan on riding this bike? What do you plan on doing with this bike? Are you riding solo? Are you riding two up? Are you new to riding? Are you comfortable on this bike? One of my favorite things is just to sit a customer on a bike and talk to them to make them see if they're comfortable on it. Does it feel too heavy? Does it feel too light? Put your feet up on it. Let me hold the bike. Are the bars okay? But again, it all goes back to, how are you going to use this bike? What are your plans for this motorcycle? Is it just you riding it? Are you going to ride two up? Because if you're riding two up, not many Softails are that comfortable two up riding. If you're just bebopping around town, yeah, you can probably get away with it. If you're trying to take a trip, if your main goal is to take multiple trips, let's go look at some touring bikes. If you're looking for a ripper in town, if you're looking for something you can do a lot to, if you're just riding by yourself, if you're not a really big person, let's look at a Softail. And we talk about the fairings as well, batwing fairing, which is what these are. These are all ultra limiteds over here. Road Glide fairing, fixed fairing versus bar mounted fairing. Some of it's styling. Some people, really like the nostalgic look of the batwing fairing. Everybody thinks a Harley's supposed to have a single headlight. Guys who ride high speed, long distance might prefer a Road Glide. A lot of it is the way the bike looks. But I think even more importantly is it comfortable and how are you going to use it? And just to quickly recap, Sportster models, that's the smallest frame that Harley makes that you can buy now. They still make XGs, but they just make the XGs for Riders Academy and overseas. Next is going to be your Softails. And that's everything from a Softail Standard, Street Bob, Lowrider S, Fat Boy, Fat Bob, and Heritage. Once you get above a Heritage, you are in the touring family. You're in your Road King, Street Glide, Road Glide, Ultra Limited, and Road Glide Limited. And last but not least, we just don't have one in here right now, your Trike family, which, it's your freewheeler, which is your Road King front end, no tour pack, and then your Tri-Glide Ultra, which is basically an Ultra Limited with 2 rear wheels, plenty of storage. Guys, have any questions, comment below. This is just kind of a quick recap. I talked to a guy yesterday who, just didn't know a whole lot about Harley Davidsons, all the different models, all the different options. Just wanted to touch on those in case anybody was in the same boat. I know there's a lot of people out there who are a little intimidated, don't want to walk into a Harley Davidson dealership, don't know what all we make and the differences between a Sportster and a Road Glide. Again, any questions, comment below. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. We talk about these bikes every day, all day. We don't mind doing it. We just appreciate the fact that people come forward, ask questions, want to learn what we know, and we are constantly learning. Always trying to ask each other questions. What's the newest product out? What's the hottest bike? What's next for Harley? Hope everybody's doing all right. We'll catch you on the next one. Please like and subscribe. And if any of these bikes are catching your eye, give us a call over here at the shop. Love to talk to you. Everybody take care, stay warm. We'll catch y'all next time.